Hello and welcome to this week's 3 Good Minutes as I talk about the benefits of church attendance. As we continue to navigate these uncertain waters of the COVID-19 pandemic, polls are telling us that people are not returning to church in pre-pandemic numbers. Not that pre-pandemic numbers were all that great anyway. There are, of course, some good reasons to stay away, especially those with underlying conditions who still fear for their health and are waiting for CDC and other guidance. That I get. Others who have no problem traveling and going to restaurants and movies simply have fallen out of the habit of getting out of the house on Sunday mornings and find it easier to tune into a service on YouTube. But I want to share some information today on why actual in-person worship is good for you, based on the work of Harvard's Tyler J. Vandevelde. Interestingly, regular church attendance over a lifetime translates into approximately 7 additional years of life. Why is that, you may ask? Well, regular church attendance is associated with less smoking, drinking, and drug use, which we all know benefit our overall health. What Vandevelde also concluded is that regular attendance leads to 20 to 30% lower rates of depression and a 3 to 6-fold lower rate of suicide. And I would say that's because human beings need and thrive with social connection. And a good church like ours can be a loving place where we have each other's backs and generally look out for one another, especially during life's most difficult seasons. My psychiatrist husband will always ask new patients about any participation in a religious organization because it helps him gauge the amount of social support his patient might have available and thus helps him assess suicide risk. Vandevelde also notes that weekly church attendance is connected to life satisfaction, lower divorce rates, and a greater sense of meaning and purpose in life. I don't know about you, but I feel most satisfied in life when I am serving others as God has called me to. That's when I perceive that my life has its greatest meaning and purpose. And I know that my service impact is bigger when connected to a group of like-minded believers, when we organize to bring God's kingdom more fully on earth as it is in heaven. One other thought before I sign off today is that other people just may need you. While you may enjoy being at home Sunday mornings watching services on a screen, others are missing your fellowship. Your pastor may feel demoralized looking out at just a few folks in the pews. Someone who would love to go out to lunch with you afterwards could be left all alone. Your presence, after all, might be the answer to someone's prayer. So let's go out today with the words of Hebrews 10, verses 24 and 25 ringing in our ears, and let us consider how to provoke one another to love and good deeds, not neglecting to meet together, as is the habit of some, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. May God's blessings continue to be upon you. Amen.